Hello and welcome. Today is June 10th, 2025, and I'm here to do our weekly check-in. So let's begin. If you're wearing headphones, please lower the volume. I welcome in my spirit guides and holy angels and highest and greatest good. I welcome messages of love and light that bring healing and love to all. Please bless this reading. All right, guys. So for today, I would like to use several decks, and I have pulled out the numerology deck. And then to clarify it, I will use the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I don't know if you can see it because of glare. And then also, I believe this is the Witch's Tarot. And finally, the Crystal Oracle for Message from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay. Spirit and holy angels, can you please reveal to me what is the clear message that wants to come through for the collective? Coming from the divine counterpart or divine other. What do we need to know about this person's energy and their current physical moment? Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know? What does the viewer need to know about the person that they're thinking of at this time? Okay, we have your change, health, and pride. I think this was upside down, right? And then also we have happy ending, but it is in reverse. So, automatically this is really showing me that whoever is the person that you're thinking of, okay, there possibly isn't very much change that's going on with them at this time. For some, they could be resisting the change, or maybe this is in resistance to the viewer. So it can actually go both ways. And then because of this, their health isn't so great. So maybe they're not exercising as much. Maybe they're not feeling so good. This could actually take on as a form of depression. And that's for some. Also, their crown chakra is off balance. So perhaps spiritually, they're not connected with their higher self. What I'm hearing from Spirit is that, based on the types of foods that your person is eating, it would be beneficial for them to actually change their diet to something more healthy. So if they actually eat meat, maybe they're not eating the proper types. But also what I was feeling is that if they were more vegetarian and they let themselves go, then that could actually affect their health. So, just make sure that this person is eating clean, eating healthy, not incorporating like junk food or comfort foods, things of that nature. Now, I know I'm guilty. I'll eat a donut and, whatever, but just as long as your person isn't eating a donut like every day, all day long, right? And then finally, we have pride. So the reason why their health isn't doing so great is because of pride. And pride is actually taking more precedence over like their sense of well-being, their sense of groundedness. And this is all that they can think of. So, um, bottom of the deck, we have here the happy ending. And so with the happy ending, you see here, like, this purple Merkaba is like upside down, but where the purple is prevalent is in the pride. So when it comes to like their family or their sense of well-being, okay, they're not doing so great. So let's just say, for example, like if they have a situation with their family or whatever that's going on in their life, they're not doing so well. Okay. Um, if you're seeing photos on the internet and they're having a fantastical time, that is fake. Okay. That is like forced. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and clarify. Yeah, so this card just pulled out and it's Skunk Spirit and it says know your worth. So perhaps the overall energy is to figure out like, why do they feel this way? Do they feel less than worthy of being happy? I feel like your person is aware that they kind of put themselves into that situation. Maybe, they chose the karmic and it doesn't have to be a romantic interest. This could be like their family. Perhaps they chose family over the viewer. Okay. And because of that, they thought that they were doing the right thing, but in essence, they feel like they had the short end of the stick. Why? Because they're trying to make other people happy rather than themselves. So here we have Rabbit Spirit. It says now's a lucky time. It came up in reverse. Also, we have Antelope Spirit. And it says life is speeding up. Okay, it's slowing down. And then finally, Deer Spirit, bring a gentle touch. And then finally, we have Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. And it is in reverse. So, basically, all of these cards here are the subconscious energies of your person. And the overall message is that they don't feel love. They don't feel love with the happy family or the happy person that they perceive to be happy with. Okay, this could be a karmic partner. Okay, they're just not feeling it. So here with the change, um, they don't feel like luck is on their side. Hence, there is no change. Like there is no ambition, there's no motivation, and I see that maybe because of their health, they're not feeling good. They're not feeling up to it. Why? It's because it's something internal. It's something deep down inside that is triggering them to not feel good. Okay, so, I was just in a hypnosis session with a friend, and she was pointing out that whatever that is going on the inside is actually a reflection of what's going on outside of you. And I really feel like that's the case for your person. Okay, if they're not happy with their environment, okay, it's actually affecting their health. And that is actually slowing things down for them to manifest the things that they really want in their life. And then also bring a gentle touch. That's just like, being kind to oneself. Why? Because they have their pride to protect. So there's ego. This is actually pride is a low vibrational frequency. Um, and I really feel like your person needs to just kind of like take in this energy, make out like what it is, okay, so that they can actually move things forward. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with the tarot. Spirit and the holy angels, can you please reveal to me clear messages in regards to the person that I am channeling in the present moment? What is the energy that wants to come through for this collective? Thank you. Okay, so we see here the Three of Swords in reverse. We have Eight of Pentacles in reverse and Two of Wands. So they definitely are thinking they want to heal, they want to work on themselves, but they feel like they can't. This could be the health issue. Maybe they're feeling sick. Maybe they're in a state of depression. Whatever the ailment is, they're trying to figure out what they can do. Okay, so this is about like how much energy do they have within themselves to kind of change their sense of reality. So how do they feel? Yeah, they feel like maybe it's too hard. Maybe they can't because they're in a certain situation. They feel like they're in conflict. Now, I have a feeling that your person has more than one karmic situation. And the reason is because I see here two people. Okay, so I mean, that could be like, a lover, or it could be like a parental figure. It could be children. Okay, whatever this external situationship is, it's making them stress. It's making them feel unhealthy, and I keep seeing your person like binge eating something like chips or like something that is not healthy, whatever their vice is, okay, their go-to for comforting themselves. And I'm not exactly sure if we have like some Cancerian stuff that's going on, but I definitely am picking up some vibes when it comes to that. And then also we have here the Six of Swords. Okay, so your person really wants to move things forward. They want to, kind of steer away from some negative energy. So this is very typical of, let's say, a divine masculine who is wanting to just move on, okay, and sweeping this stuff under the rug and hoping for the best. So they're not gonna lie, your person's going through some very difficult energy from what I can see. Okay, so what is it that they want? Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that they're hoping that whoever the karmic person or energy is, to not judge them, okay? To just like, take a blind eye to the current situation that they're currently in. I have a feeling that your person and whatever karmic energy that they're in, they're not doing well. Okay. They have like their own little drama story that's going on. And if you don't know what is going on with your person, I have a feeling like they're going through some sort of karmic situation. It could be a karmic ending, but whatever it is, it's not like very chipper or good. Okay. Um, and so they're hoping that this will all pass. Like they're hoping that they don't have to deal with the drama. They don't feel like they want to deal with it. That's why they're coping with food. Okay. Or something, or some unhealthy habit. For some, I'm hearing it could be alcohol, or maybe some substances. Okay, whatever your person is into. Um, so in the outcome, yeah, so I see that they're walking away. Okay. They're gathering all of their energy, okay, taking whatever that they can, and they're leaving. So probably by the end of this week, okay, after they go through the situation with the karmic, they could be like taking a break, okay? At least that's what I'm seeing. They've meditated, they've thought, okay, what is their higher self wanting them to do? And higher self is telling your person to stand up for themselves. They're beautiful, they're radiant, and they're in charge, and the only person that could take charge of themselves is them, okay? Not you, not the karmic, it's themselves. So ultimately, at the end of the week, your person is faced with making a decision, and the decision is actually to walk away to the thing that makes them truly happy. Does that mean towards the feminine, or for, towards the person who is watching this? So no, they're taking a little hiatus. They're taking a small little break, and so I see here. Okay, this is the high priestess, so they're tapping into their intuition, and they're hanging out. Okay, they're becoming enlightened, maybe getting the blood flowing to their brain, right? And what they're saying is that. Okay, maybe they're not in their best element. Okay, so if for some you do have contact with this person, it may not be the best, okay? Like, because as much as we probably want to put your person on a pedestal, they're not perfect. They've walked away from a karmic situation. That doesn't mean that they're going to come running towards divine feminine. They're just taking a moment to themselves, and their mood is a little off. Why? Probably because they're still processing the whole situation that went down between them and whatever karmic situation that they're in. Okay. Um, so yeah, so I see that they're taking their time to get out of their head. Okay, this is pride and ego. And also we have here the world, and this is about how are they ending the karmic situation. So you know how things are. Like when you have like a breakup, you take a little hiatus, you take some time to think about it, and before you go back, if there is a going back, you think about why. Is this thing over, or is there like unfinished business? There's a little sense of immaturity that I'm picking up on your person. They're just playing it like nothing. Okay. They're actually acting very immature about how they're handling the situation. Um, it's gonna take them some strength to own up to their wrongs, okay? Because at this point, they could be thinking that they're right in every instance. And I feel like it's just like a level of immaturity of not taking ownership of, their actions. And, like I said, this could be geared towards the viewer, it could be geared towards the karmic, but it doesn't matter. It's your person. That's their current situation, that's their current personality that they're actually taking up on. And what I'm seeing here is that, okay, so they're waiting for the right time to make an offer. But for some, if they come back, there's this rudeness that I'm seeing. Like it may not be completely rosy, like yeah, they come back, but they come back an asshole or a bee, okay? Like, it's like, what is this? You were hoping for a beautiful reunion, but there's like this personality glitch that you're having to deal with, and you just don't understand. So I would just say, just be patient, be understanding, be thankful that they are choosing to come back if you do hear from your person, but just know that they're not coming in their best element. Like I definitely see some negative energy coming from them, and it's because they haven't totally processed their energy from whatever the thing that they left. Okay. And that's just like, my indicators like don't be like a rebound, okay? Or don't be like the go-to person when your person has a problem. They come to you and they talk to you, and then, they marinate and the advice that you give them or the comfort, and then they go back to the karmic, because you help them to soothe them or help them to gain a sense of clarity so they can go back and have that conversation with the karmic, okay? Now, if you feel like that's okay, then, go ahead. But I definitely feel that that is like what could potentially happen. So just be mindful, okay? That doesn't mean that it's going to happen exactly like that, but I definitely saw it in my mind's eye. Okay. So I see here the chariot in the bottom of the deck. So they're hesitant to come forward because of family. Okay. So they must be coming from a sense of security or stability. Again, this is like family. And yeah, so they could be turning really cold. Now, if it's not them, it's the karmic person that they're dealing with. Okay. So your person is very clear that they need to be a little creative to give an offer to divine feminine, but they're holding back, okay, because they don't know what to do. But they're not coming from a place of um what is the word? They're not coming from a place of authenticity. And you want your person to be authentic, obviously. So I guess this is just an error of caution for my collective. If you do cross paths with them this week, if you're talking to them, just be an observer. Don't take things just go with the flow. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a crystal oracle and see what is the message that wants to come through from spirit. Oh, we have here Nirvana quartz, clearing karma, and that is definitely the case here. So let's go ahead and see what this is about. $32. Okay, so it says the medicine assisting clearing old karmic patterning. Identifying the crystal. Nirvana quartz comes in a range of colors from white to light pink and has the foundation of a quartz crystal. They are created beneath glacial layers of ice, which gives them a very unique formation known as growth interference. It looks like deep rivers etched through the crystal. Crystal medicine. This potent crystal is found in the high mountains of the Himalayas and was discovered in 2006 when the glaciers started to melt. Its medicine helps people clear old karmic patterning and belief systems. It is also known as the stone of bliss due to the understanding when you let go of old limiting beliefs, you can eventually enter into the state of nirvana. It's a powerful stone that awakens self-awareness and wisdom and supports you to actively work on releasing the old ways and inspire new experiences from a more expanded place of awareness. In this place, you'll be able to live more in the now. That's actually really beautiful. This crystal assists in releasing old karmic patterning, reaching bliss or nirvana states of consciousness, self awareness and wisdom, deep meditative states, and enlightenment. So, the message from the diva. You have called this powerful teacher crystal into your awareness as you are clearing out old karmic patterning from your soul. What you are currently going through is a powerful life lesson that requires your full attention and awareness. You have been working through this karma for lifetimes, and now you have the opportunity to master this very important life lesson. What is karma, you may ask? The universe is made up of energy and is governed under certain laws, one of which is the law of cause and effect. Every action creates an equal reaction or response. Another law is the law of return. Whatever energy is expressed will eventually return. When you translate these laws into your everyday life, you receive karma. Whatever action you take has an equal and opposing reaction, and its energy eventually comes back to you. It's a feedback system to the soul that creates an opportunity to learn and grow. You are learning some profound soul lessons from challenging experiences life has dealt you. It is time to learn from karma as you start to fully understand these lessons and integrate their wisdom into your life. You don't immediately recognize the lesson, it will return amplified and become more painful and challenging so that you can finally wake up the pattern that is keeping you stuck and stagnant. Sometimes you think the whole universe is against you when really it's supporting and guiding you to potent soul lessons. Do you feel trapped in an old pattern? Do you feel like you're constantly peeling back the onion to the same issue? Do you feel like the world is against you and everything you touch goes wrong? Is life weighing you down? Take time to tune in to what karma you are currently shifting and the lessons that are available to you. It is extremely important to get awareness this time so that the issue doesn't return and take you down. Work with the divas of the Nirvana courts as they bring understanding to your situation. To release the karma, you need to fully understand the lesson, so make sure you work through it. You have been given an opportunity to do things differently, so make the most of it. If this is a difficult situation, be kind to yourself as you move into a more deeper space of awareness. Don't blame, scold, shame, or beat yourself up, as this can keep you trapped in the old. You're being invited to call to the Lords of Karma, a group of light beings who oversee all karma and how it is served, to help you through this time. They are here to help you, but because of your free will, you are required to give them permission to intervene. All you need to do is ask for their guidance and assistance and be open and willing to receive. It's such an expansive time for you to set yourself free and align to a new level of wisdom. When you let go of all limiting beliefs, you can eventually enter a state of nirvana. Man, that was truly like really powerful. And so the ceremony here is work with the Nirvana quartz if you have one, or call in the energy from this card. So, you can like take a screenshot of this or just pause the video and then call on the Lords of Karma to support you through this process and let it be known that you are open and willing to receive. Close your eyes and drop deeply into a relaxed state of being. Call the medicine of this crystal to your heart and breathe it in. Imagine yourself sitting high on a mountaintop in the Himalayas and take a few moments to arrive and take in the energy of the sacred land. Hand over to the Lords of Karma anything that's no longer serving you. All you need is the intention and to see yourself handing it over. Let go of old karma and allow the Lords to help you to see the lesson and gain a more expanded awareness of your current situation. Stay in this place for a while as the Lords of Karma offer you a blessing as they clear your old karmic patterning. As you return, take note of how much lighter you feel and that you're able to see your situation in a different light. Thank the divas and the Lords of Karma. Man, that's truly powerful. I would say, like, if you made it up to this point, to the crystal, like, you could replay this whole part because there's a lot of information in there. You might want to take some notes because I felt like there was a lot of like nuggets of information and just like the whole passage. So, like, remember going back to the very beginning, there was a sense of pride. So, like, why is your person prideful, right? Is it because they're uh, unwilling to change? That is a deep unconscious wound. Like, why is it that they don't want to change? And it has something to do with their family or the way that they were raised, okay? And also, like, the health. Why are they unhealthy? Is it because they're unable to change because of family? There is no happy ending here. Why? Because they don't want to be wrong. Okay, they want to make whatever thing fit. And so, like, if they're not on a vibrational frequency where they're vibing in a higher state of like form of happiness, which I don't see anywhere in here, then how can your person be healthy? How can they be open to change? And this is what Spirit is saying, is that this is like old patterning, based off of what your person has learned, maybe in this lifetime, but also past lifetimes. And they're probably totally unaware of the whole situation. So I would recommend, okay, like doing some work with this Nirvana quartz. This is really beautiful. And if you have like a crystal shop, or maybe you can just go online and see, like, where this Nirvana quartz is. It's probably expensive. I don't know. But like, if you can get a hold of this particular crystal or something similar, I think that would be really nice, because this will help clear some of the karma. But the thing is to do the energy work. Okay, so like if you go back towards the end and and you take the notes about how to go into like a state of meditation, using the crystal energy, that would actually help you to clear out some of the gunk that is probably in your body. Okay, so if you don't have like another person to help you to clear out some of this energy, doing the inner work on yourself is really good, because that means that you truly want to work on yourself. And if you're new to my channel, as I've always told my audience, the path to union is union from within. If you're broken on the inside, how can you offer love to someone on the outside? So, do you see, like, whatever is going on internally is a reflection of what's going on outside? So, like, if you want to manifest love, are you love, or do you love yourself? You know, and that takes practice. But once you truly feel, okay, which is like a feeling, and you can't lie to yourself. You can fake it till you make it, right? But you can't really lie to yourself how you truly feel, especially if you look at yourself in a mirror. Like, how do you really feel? And do the inner work. Okay, so that's what I have for the collective. I really hope that that was helpful. And again, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, which, by the way, I put on the summer discount. So, if you don't know, I always put my readings on sale for the entire summer so that people can enjoy, having readings. If you guys need guidance, then that is available at www.scorpiomoonintuition.com. And thank you all for watching. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.